Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flosstube number 18, I think. The last one said 17, so I'm going to take it that this must be 18, but you know me, nothing's ever certain. Oh, hello. Here comes Shadow. So, yeah, it is, in a second I'll tell you exactly what it is. It is Monday. It's 21:44, so it's almost 10:15 on Monday the 21st of July. Ben, if you're watching, happy birthday, darling. Just no friend. So yeah, it's almost 10:15 on a Monday evening, and this is me just getting round to it. I have to apologise for not getting to you yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of a washout. I've been in the wars again, shall we say, but I'll explain all that later on. But yeah, yesterday didn't happen, and I've been planning all evening to get upstairs and get this done. But you can blame Dan Evans and Cameron Norrie for playing tennis matches back to back in Washington. And if I watched Dan, well, I had to watch Cam. I couldn't walk away and not watch Cam as well. They both won, by the way, so that's good. Anyway, welcome. I'm Ali. I'm the wee Scot in Yorkshire. Welcome to my corner of Yorkshire here in Bradford. Pussycats are on the windowsill, as is their wont whenever they get let loose in here. And I've got some stitching to show you. So let's crack on, shall we? Right, where shall we go first? Let's start at the beginning. Oh, grief. Oh. Oops, hang on. Sorry, I just folded the chart in there and I don't actually sort of make sure that it was in there properly, and everything is just falling out now. Well done. Oh, that goes in there. I'll go on. So that can go in there as well, and then that gets it out of the way. There we go. And then I can close that, and then it won't fall out, will there? Or will there? There we go. Go in there. There. Well done. Right, okay, so bookmark, which I inadvertently forgot to bring up with me the last time I spoke to you, which was a week past on Thursday, I think, because I was slightly late last time as well, wasn't I? Not a lot of progress on this, despite my best efforts. I was chatting to Di when I was doing this, so we'll blame her. And she'll kill me when she sees me, but never mind. So I have started the flower here. I've finished the branch there. So we are getting up towards the third blue tit, and this bit here is finished. So the whole of the frame is now finished, which is good. So it gives you some idea of the placement of where the other blue tit is going to go. But yeah, I'm still loving this. I just wish I was working on it a little bit quicker. But as we know, a certain pandemic kind of overtook me at the beginning of the month, and as much as I enjoyed working on it, it really did take over my life. Let me just stick that bit of thread in there. There we go. And I can pop that in there. And that can go in there as well. And then that goes there. There we go. So that was, or is, the blue tit bookmark. Very, very close to finish all that now. So moving along, we always then go to the sampler series by Little House Needleworks, and I did put summer in here. I've managed to I had all the different elements of this project were all in different places. I don't know quite how I managed that. Hello, where are you going? She's not sure. Hello. So this is the summer sampler, which is the second of the samplers that I'm working on, and I'm loving this actually because it's a lovely stitch, just like spring was. I'll just pop that there and let's get spray out to show you. And I do apologise for the state of the linen, but it literally, when I went looking for it earlier tonight, I literally had crammed the fabric in, which you don't really want to be doing. So let's put that over there, out of the way. There we go. So, whoops. So this is summer. Shadow. Shadow. Will you leave the carpet alone? Thank you. So there we go. This is summer. Go away. As you can see, the lawn I think was finished the last time I saw you, and I've added the 2 little flower pots. So it's coming on, and that's it next to spring. So it's the same little house, but it's different. And that little red triangle at the top, I've filled that in completely, and it wasn't filled in completely on the chart. I'm just adding my little bit. Like the little heart on spring wasn't filled in at all, but I wanted it to be filled in. So I filled it in the same colour as the flowers and the door knocker or handle or window or whatever it is that's in the middle of that door. So there we go. It is a lovely little series. So winter will go under spring, and autumn, when I get it, will go under summer. So if I finish, or when I finish summer, I will probably just start straight away on winter, if I haven't already got autumn by then. Pop them back in there. I need to get a shift on making my own project bags because these are falling apart. Right, next. Next we moved on to a winter sampler. I'll just pop that in there. And I'm very remiss of me not to have been telling you what the fabrics are and the threads. The bookmark is done on, I think it's a 16 count Ada bookmark thing. You know, that stuff that you get. I can't remember the name of it. Give me a break. And it's done with the cold for colours, which I think are DMC, but I wouldn't bet on that. Probably Madeira. The sampler series is being done on a lovely piece of linen, and I'll just get the little, there it is, it would be upside down, wouldn't it? It is 28 count antique ivory linen, which is, it's lovely to stitch on. And again, it's the called for threads. When you buy these little charts, you actually get the thread packs with them, which is really good. This one is being done on my go-to bone Joberlin in 28 count, which is what I absolutely adore stitching on. I really adore this. And I've been doing really rather well because we have a Foxy coming on. I just think he's adorable. He really is gorgeous. I was hoping to have him done in the 5 days allotted to him this month, but as I say, pandemic kind of got in the way, and there was a certain tournament going on at the same time, which we won't talk about. But let's just say the best man win. So I'm really, really pleased with how Mr. Fox is turning out. He's absolutely gorgeous. So, and there we go. That's the whole thing as it stands at the moment. So this again is being done on using the called for DMC threads, and it's a design called Winter Sampler, and it's by Croquetta Go-Go, and it is absolutely scrumptious. I just love working on it. It's just a beautiful design. She has now brought out all of them, I think. So we've got all 4. So spring, summer, autumn and winter. We've also got a Halloween sampler as well in these. So I just think they're gorgeous. I will eventually get spring, summer and autumn. I probably won't do Halloween because I'm not really a Halloween person. I mean, I didn't even like dressing up for Halloween when I was little. I used to go to the Brownie Halloween party. I once went as a licorice allsort, and that's all you need to know about that. Right, moving on swiftly. Oh, in fact, I've been chatting away and I haven't shown you. Hang on a sec. Don't. There we go. Go back there. So, winter. There we go. So this is winter. And you can see where Mr. Fox is coming in. So I think once I've got both foxes in, I need to do the tree the other side and do the snowflakes and stuff. There is an alphabet in there as well, which you probably can just see. And then I will probably move down and get the moose. I love them. And the deer. It may even be a reindeer. And the flowers and stuff. And the little pine trees at bottom. And then I will move up and get the house done. Because we've got some owls up there. And we all know I love owls. Shadow, what do you think you're doing? So that is Winter Sampler by Croquetta Go-Go. And I'm just about to show you Spring Awakening. Shadow, where are you going? Honestly, you two, what is it with walking over the furniture to get around the room? They do this downstairs, or at least Bambi does. Bambi, what are you doing? Why looking at me like that? Stupid cat. Right, can you both get down now, please? Thank you, Shadow. Bambi, down. Oh, honestly, they have my heart roasted, as my mum used to say. So anyway, this is Spring Awakenings. It's by Stitches Through the Years, who has got a lovely Etsy shop. And I do have my next project from them already lined up. I haven't actually purchased it yet, but I will be very soon. It'll be a payday purchase, I think. And it is gorgeous, isn't it? It's just absolutely beautiful. So, I'll show you how I've got on. Now, I've been sitting, while I've been watching the tennis, I've been sitting downstairs working on this. Should have finished it yesterday, but I didn't. And while I've been working away, I'll show you where I've got to so far. Hang on a sec. I'll just fold that over. So there we go. So this is what... Oh, come on, Ali. Get a grip. So this is where I've got to. Now, unfortunately, while I've been working away, I've discovered that these zigzags here, they should have 12 stitches in them, in each leg, and they've not. They've got 11, which is why it's short. And I now realise why I didn't finish that, and I stupidly started filling in at the top end. It's because it's not long enough. So I'm going to have to frog what I've done there and restitch it, which I'm not entirely happy about, but I should have counted properly in the first place. In my defence, I probably was watching tennis while I was doing it, so, and tennis and counting. Tennis and stitching go fine, it's just tennis and counting that don't go very well. Hey! Oh, right, so I've mentioned it a few times this evening already, so I have the bed sheet. That is Pandemic. And after my fabulous page finish, I thought I would give it a little bit of a rest and concentrate on catching up on my other projects, which I did. But I have started part 2. You can see there. And again, it is just stitching up so beautifully. And this is on just a cream piece of even weave. I'm not even sure where I got it. I think it's Swigart. And it's 28 count, so it's going to be massive. So started part 2, so that is, it's getting on a bit then, isn't it? I took it up to my knit natter on Saturday to show the girls, and I was letting them have a feel of the lace weight yarn. They were all suitably impressed. This is 100% mulberry silk lace weight. It's Zariah lace, and it's called Gossamer Wings. And I had on my last Flosstube, I'd been saying I had 2 choices for doing the back stitching, one of which was ultraviolet, the other one was delphinium, and they're both Gloriana silks. I thought I may as well keep on with the silks, and I've got plenty of both left, and it seems to be the general consensus that I should use the delphinium to do the back stitching on Pandemic. So I will be doing that. In fact, I could probably go back and do on part 1, but let me get a bit more of part 2. get on a little bit with that. I don't think I'll get any plans for this coming weekend, so I probably could pick up and do a little bit more on page 2 and then go back and do a little bit of the back stitch and see how it goes with the delphinium. But yeah, just beautiful. It's just, oh, it's so soft and squishy and gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Right then, so what else? Oh yes, so if you saw Roll the Dice on the 1st of July, you will have seen that Enchanted Mermaid made an appearance, which I'm quite pleased about because I haven't actually stitched on her for quite some time now. So there she is in all her glory. She is a stunner. And here she is. Oops, she's going to be upside down. That's the tail, that's the head. She's big. She's a big lady. I just love the way she's coming together. You can see I've left all the spaces for all the beading and the stuff that needs to go on. And this tail is taking some time to get done, but it's get to the point that I will be able to move across to the other side of the design, and hopefully, obviously I'm not going to get any done today, and today would be the day that I normally would have picked her up, but I've got the rest of the month to work on her. So she is being done on 28 count, hand dyed. Now is it Brittany? I think it's Brittany. It's by Sparklies. The colour is Cancer, and it just lends itself to a mermaid, doesn't it? And it's by Sparklies, using the called for DMC and the Crinix and the Mill Hill beads. So I keep saying, and every time she comes out, it's like, oh, she's close to a finish, I'll get her done. And do you know what? I'm not rushing to get her done now. I felt as if I was under a bit of pressure to get her done before, but there's no pressure on me now. So I'm just going to get on with it at my leisure, and when she's done, and then we have to think about framing. Well, you two, you black pair of baby elephants there. Honestly. Right, so that is all the stitching. I'll just put that over there. It's just going to be a short one tonight, so I'll just catch you up on what I've been getting up to. I had a little bit of a mishap. Not a mishap exactly, but ended up at A&E on Friday. Late Thursday, I noticed that I had, it looked as if it was either a bite or a sting, just above my ankle on my right leg, and it become very inflamed. It was very hot. It was very sore to the touch. So I discovered that early hours of Friday morning, late Thursday night. Came down the stairs on Friday morning, and it was quite difficult to walk on it. It was painful. Spoke to my boss, and she said, "Get yourself up to A&E and get it checked out." So it turns out that it is an infection. We don't know how it's got there, whether it was a bite or a sting. It could just have been a scratch. We don't know. So they've put me on a course of antibiotics, and they do seem to be doing what they should. And it's still painful, but it's not as hot to the touch as it was, and it's not got any. The infection doesn't seem to have spread, so it's not sort of creeping up my leg any, which is good. But I do remember having a sharp scratch, a little bit pain in my leg at some point last week, but I can't remember when it was or where I was when it happened. I could have been anywhere. I could have been in the office. I could have been in the taxi on the way to the office. I really could have been anywhere. But, you know, it's getting better, so that's the main thing. And then tonight, I was in the throes of making dinner, and I got the step stool out to stand up to get something out of the cupboard, completely forgetting that I'd opened the cupboard door, and I cracked my head on the bottom of the cupboard door. So it's I'm still here. Honestly, I can't. I'm not. I shouldn't be allowed out in public. I really am useless. So what have I been getting up to in the last week or so? I last spoke to you on the Thursday. No. Was it the Thursday? Did I? I think I might have filmed when I got back from the WI meeting. I may well have done. Because Thursday sort of sticks in my mind. Because oh yes, I did, because I was telling you about the Swiss embroidery that I want to try. I've been trying to sell it to the girls in crafting group at work, and also the girls at Knit Natter. So we'll see how that goes. But I had Warfarin Clinic on a Friday, and all is back to normal with my INR. It's behaving itself, so that's all good. And then I decided that going up to Skipton. I don't tell people these plans anymore, because every time I make plans and I vocalise them, something happens, and I generally end up in hospital, which obviously I did, but that was a week later. Where are you going? Excuse me, where are you going? Excuse me. No, you can't go in there. No, that's Mummy's. Honestly. So anyway, popped up to Skipton, took a walk along the canal, which was lovely. Have discovered that we're in a bit of a drought situation at the moment in the UK, and the canal between Gargrave and Bingley has actually been closed. So the two locks, the Five Rise locks and the locks at Gargrave, or just past Gargrave, cannot be used because there is not enough water to use them. So people are sort of stranded in this sort of, I don't know if it's about a 15-mile stretch. So there wasn't as many people around as there normally would be. I mean, it's probably the hottest day of the year so far here in Yorkshire. Sorry, I don't know where Bambi's gone now. Oh, there she is. So we had a little walk along there, got an ice cream, went for some lunch at Helen's, which is one of my favourite cafes in Skipton. Can you get down, please? Bambi. Yeah, get down. Oh, honestly. Cats who'd have them. So, yeah, went to Helen's and then decided to go and look for the spinning jenny because I thought I'm in Skipton, I may as well. So, we did just that and found spinning jenny, and of course, we went in and I was completely worn out by the time we got there. And they're on the top level, so you have to walk. There is a lift, but I'd completely forgotten about the lift. So anyway, we'd walked up the stairs. By the time we got there, it was just like so. And she took a look at me. She said, "Sit, sit." So she gave me a stool, and we sat there. And we just had a little chat. Um, and herself and her business partner bought the business from Wendy, who used to run Spinning Jenny, from the barn on the farm. Um, and they have added, they are both, well, one crochets and one knits. So they brought wool into the equation, so it's not just stitching that is available now at Spinning Jenny, which is good. Some lovely wools. And when first went in, she said, "Oh, you're the first person that's been in for 2 hours," and I thought, "Oh dear." So I felt that I needed to buy something because it would be pretty dumb rude if I didn't really, just pop in, have a look, and then walk out again. So I bought myself some circular needles, beach circular needles. Go. You can never have too many of these. I like the beach ones. And with the Swiss embroidery in mind, I bought 2 of these, one pink and one blue. So it's the pearl, and it's the number 8, I think. Let's see. Yes, number 8. I have some of the number 12s, but we'll see how we go with those. So we had a pleasant afternoon in Skipton, and then came back, and then the rest of the weekend was just tennis. And the ladies' final was a little bit of a washout. I really can't warm to Iga Swiatek, no matter what she does. I just can't warm to her. And it seems to be that her team are trying to get her to inject some personality into proceedings, and it all just looks very false. So I don't know what it is about, but I just can't take to her. So anyway, she quite literally, "What are you doing now, Shadow? Shadow, leave it," whatever it is. And it was a 6 love whitewash of the American Girl, which was such a shame. I think the occasion kind of overwhelmed her a little bit. First major final, and she just looked a bit lost. In contrast, the men's final on Sunday was absolutely brilliant, just amazing. So, and as I say, the right man won, Yannick Sinner won, and I was really, really pleased about that. So that was Wimbledon done and dusted. So we're now. Last week there was some European tournaments taking place. This week it's sort of half and half. We've got a tournament in Washington, and then we've got still got a couple of tournaments going on in Austria. I can't remember where else they're playing. So kind of that keeps my day going a bit when I'm working, especially if I'm working from home. I can sort of keep an eye on the tennis, while it, a little bit of background noise. But I don't know what she's doing now. I can't think what else I've been up to. Cats have been driving me bananas, as you might have guessed. I've been drinking an awful lot of water. Trying my hardest to drink water. I don't normally like drinking water because it tastes metallic. So I put squash in it. So I'm drinking it a pint at a time. I'm on my second pint of the day. I have no idea what that is in litres. I think 4 pints is 1.1 litre or something. Somebody will sort me out if it's not. But yeah, so been out and about. Still hear from the lovely little South Korean girl that I met at Bradford Cathedral. So that's really nice. I feel as if, and she's still talking about crocheting and knitting and stuff, which is good. And I have said to her she would like to join us at Knit Natter one Saturday. If she wants to let me know, and I can arrange to meet up with her. And I'll take her along with me because I think she would enjoy it. Apart from that, I don't know if there's anything else going on. But you know, with this drought going on, we're not allowed to water the gardens. But we had 2 days of rain at the weekend, all day Saturday and all day Sunday. It just threw it down, which was good because the garden needed it. And that little rose that I bought, the yellow rose, to replace the one I had for my mum, it has just suddenly shot up. I think it suddenly thought to itself, I like it here, I'm staying, I'm going to start putting down roots and growing a little bit. So it's looking very, very healthy. I've now got a lavatera, which is lovely. It's got sort of pinky purple flowers on it, which are really pretty. I've got a little dianthus, which I wanted. I had a perfect little pot for it. So that's looking lovely as well. And the climbing rose on the pergola bench has produced some flowers at long last. So that's looking good as well. So, yeah, it's all coming up roses, I suppose. So what time are we on? 38, nearly 40 minutes. Okay. Bambi, do you want to come and say hello? Bambi? Bambi? She's not speaking to me now. Oh, they're going to have a fight. Oh, great. I do apologise for Bambi knocking the camera over the last time I filmed. In fact, I'd completely forgotten about it until Di mentioned it when I spoke to her the other night. You know, this room is too small for them to have traces in. Can you just go out the door, please? On you go. You two, go. Thank you. Honestly. Right then, I think I will bring proceedings to a close. I think I've got about 3 more days, possibly, of annual leave left to take in August, so I may have a couple of long weekends also. How did she get back in? I'll see how I go, but if I do, I will probably I'm going to try and get one of those Swiss embroidery books, dig out the I was just looking to see if I could see them. Dig out the ginghams that I've got and take them up and get Leslie to show me where to go from there. Oh, and we're doing macrame at our crafting group at work on Thursday, so I've ordered my cord and it should be arriving tomorrow. So watch this space. I'm hoping to get a plant holder out of it, but we'll see how we go. I'm really looking forward to it because, you know, I was saying to Di earlier on today, all these old crafts are all coming back again, which is lovely. It just is like a never-ending circle, and they just, when it's their turn, they just come to the fore. I didn't even know you could still get macrame stuff, so I mentioned it to the ladies at Knit Natter, and one of them said that she's got a kit, but she can't make head nor tail of the instructions. So depending on how well we do on Thursday, I can possibly give her a hand the next time I see her. I'll send a message to the group and say, right, bring it along and we'll have a look. So yeah, so that's it. That's all she wrote for tonight. So I will go and toddle off and get this posted up, and I will see you all on the, I think it's the 3rd of August. 1st of August is the Friday, so yeah, it will be the 3rd of August. I'll be rolling the dice on Friday the 1st of August, so keep an eye out for that and we'll see what comes up, and I look forward to seeing how you've all done with your roll the dice projects for July. So I shall see you very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you again to everybody for all the lovely messages. It really does make me feel as if somebody is out there watching. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and from the bottom of the kitties' hearts as well. And I'll see you all soon. Tatty bye.